Hello and welcome to a solo episode with Forrest Rooney where I discuss lucid dreaming, how to do it, why to do it, and what it entails. Okay? So I'm just going to get right into it. Lucid dreaming is one of the coolest things I've experienced in life. Now, that might sound like I've had a rather shit life, which is kind of true, but that's not the point. Imagine flying at will, super strength, fucking Iron Man suit type shit, beating up someone you don't like, visiting an ex-girlfriend. The possibilities, they're endless with lucid dreaming. And it isn't that hard to achieve. I know it sounds like it probably is, but I don't claim to be a master, but I do know how to achieve it, and I have the techniques. I'm going to share them with you in this episode, so bear with me, and I will let you know how to do it. It's been years since I had a successful lucid dream because I was a daily smoker of marijuana. And as you know or not know, marijuana makes you barely dream. And if you do, you seldom remember them. But in the past month, I've been sober as a goose, and the dreams are coming back. So I think I might get back into the techniques I'm going to lay out for you guys in this video. Let me just get right to it. I recommend downloading the Awoken app. It's fucking super simple, but the concept works. There's hundreds and thousands of takes and techniques online, but I'm telling you, this way is easy and you'll see results in 1 to 2 weeks, maybe a month tops. But you just have to be consistent and keep at it. Let's start with the what. What is lucid dreaming, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you. Lucid dreaming is when you become aware that you're dreaming in a dream while your physical body is asleep. Now, holding on to that lucidity is the hard part because the craziness of dreams can quickly pull you back and forgetting the awareness of being in the dream. Now, you might ask, how to lucid dream? The best way, as I just said, is using the Awoken app. It will lay everything down for you. But basically, you do reality checks multiple times a day, and there's a totem sound that sounds. It's like an alarm to remind you. And when you're doing this, your totem sound will remind you to do a reality check. So while you're awake in your daily life, you're going to spend about 30 seconds to a minute doing your reality check. And basically all you do is ask yourself, am I dreaming right now? And even though you know you're awake, you really ask yourself, am I dreaming right now? And you start to examine your surroundings and see if anything's off, like shadows aren't matching up correctly. And then you do these techniques where you count your fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You do all this while you're awake, multiple times a day. This is called a reality check. Because in a dream, you'll never get 10 fingers. And that will trigger you to know that you're dreaming. Hence, becoming lucid. And then my favorite technique for me is I like to look at a clock when I do my reality checks. I look at a clock, a digital clock, because in a dream, if you look at a clock and you look away and you look back at the clock, it'll never be the same time. It's always changing. A lot of times it'll be like that 8 with like a bear, you know what I'm saying? Like when the power goes off, it kind of looks like that. And that's how you know, oh, I'm dreaming, I'm lucid. I can do whatever the fuck I want now. Okay. And then the last trick I do in the Awoken app is plug your nose and try to breathe through it. You can't do it while you're awake, obviously, but in a dream, you'll be able to breathe straight through that nose. So these are some pretty cool tricks that you can pick 1 or 2 to do with your reality checks. So when your reality check sound totem goes off, I have a gong, so it's like bong. It's very like Inception. That's another movie I recommend that will help you lucid dream because the whole movie's about dreams. So it'll really stick dreaming in your mind. You have to really, basically what happens is doing the reality checks multiple times a day will imprint in your subconscious instinctually, so that while you're in a dream, you'll have your totem go off throughout the night, and that will trigger you to do your reality check. So you say, am I dreaming? And you look around, shit's kind of weird. You count your fingers, you don't get 10. You look at the clock, you look away, you look back, it's not the same. You try to breathe through your nose while you're plugging it, and you can. Then you know, oh, I'm dreaming, I'm lucid, I can fly. And that's exactly what I do. That's the best thing to do, in my opinion, is fly. But you can do whatever the fuck you want, really. Like I said, it's endless, the possibilities. So like I said, my favorite thing to do is to fly. And this is very hard at first. I fly like Superman. I've flown like Iron Man, where you have the power thrusters in your hands. I've been in the suit and everything. But it's very hard because you have to know 100%, like Yoda says, do not act, do, or whatever, do not act, or whatever he says. You just gotta do it. You just gotta know it and do it. Can't really think about it, or it won't happen. I mean, you have to have 100% confidence that you can fly. Because if there's 0.001% of doubt, you'll fall to the ground every time. You might hover, you might be able to hover a little bit, but you're gonna fall. You have to fucking know it, and you just gotta do it. You just gotta take off. Just take off and start fucking soaring, baby. And God, it is an awesome feeling. Now, here's an example of one of my lucid dreams where I noticed the shadows were moving, and they were kind of weird. They didn't seem to match up with how they should. So I was like, that's odd. I looked down at a glass table, put my fingertips on the glass table, and I look underneath, and the glass was bending around my fingertips. This was before I really mastered the clock and finger method. This was just playing it by ear. I looked under and I was like, that's fucking impossible. Oh shit, I'm dreaming right now. Lucid. I'm lucid. And then, right when I went lucid, I tried to fly. I flew out the fucking window. Glass busted everywhere. I'm bleeding. It's fucking thunderstorming out. And I'm like starting to feel really scared, right? And I'm about to either wake up or lose my lucidity. But I think to myself, just calm down, calm down. Close your eyes and focus. I close my eyes. I focused. I open them up, and it's beautiful sunny horizon. The glass falls out of my skin. The blood heals like Wolverine, and I take off flying towards that sunset. Now, I didn't hold the lucidity very long because I don't remember much what happens after that. But in that dream, I mean, that was such a strong feeling of accomplishment to, like, that's what you're doing. You're beating your own self-doubt. You're beating your own self-doubt in your lucid dreams. Another important thing, if you want to set a theme in your dream, theme is super important. And what helps with that is like watching Inception. That'll really help you have a crazy lucid dream. Or if you want to have whatever powers of whatever Marvel character you want to experience powers of, watch that movie before bed while practicing your reality checks multiple day with the Awoken app. And that will definitely help set up a theme for your dream, because that's very awesome. I mean, don't you want to be Thor? Watch Thor while practicing your reality checks before bed, and then right when you go lucid, just believe, 100% believe, confident that you are worthy of the power of Thor, and you could do whatever the fuck Thor does in your dream. For example, Twilight, I know it sounds kind of corny, kind of cheesy, but that used to help me have lucid dreams where I had vampire speed and strength. I would run fucking super fast and jump like fucking a mile at a time, soaring through the air. And the also cool thing was I had the taste for blood, the craving for blood. And when I bit into somebody, it felt like I had just shot heroin right in my fucking vein. Lucid dreaming, it's that. I mean, it's crazy. It's super cool for sex addicts, drug addicts, because you can fuck or do whatever you want to any woman in your dream and no repercussions. Same as drugs, you can get high, you can smoke fucking crack, you can take shrooms, you can do whatever the hell you want if you're sober in recovery and wake up guilt free, knowing that you're still clean, even though you just had a hell of a fucking party last night and it felt just as real life. If not, I mean, it just depends on how good you get, but it takes practice, it takes patience, but consistency is key. And I'm telling you, you have to get that Awoken app that will lay the groundwork for you. And dream journal. Make sure to write your dreams in a journal as soon as you wake up so you don't forget them. And then you can review them before bed, and that's also a good way of getting lucid dreaming fresh on the mind before bed. Now, I've been celibate for about 6 years, but I have a super passion for BJs. And one of my favorite lucid dreams, I was flying around and I saw this beautiful woman walking, and I just flew right into her, put my junk right in her mouth. Perfectly legal thing to do in a dream, by the way, and just got right to the BJ. And she was loving it. I mean, you might have a chick react different in a dream, but that just shows you're not in control. And I picked her up. We flew to like this mob house. There was like mob dudes there, and I like had to shoot them and shit. And then we made love on this very expensive furniture on the balcony of a mob boss's penthouse. So yeah, I've never done anything super crazy. That was probably as crazy as I've gotten, but like I've never went on a mass murder spree, which is completely doable if you want to do that. I've never killed people, which is definitely doable. In lucid dreaming, you can kill whoever you want. Kill them all. Kill everyone. Wake up, no repercussions. No guilt. Maybe you have guilt if you're a decent person, but if you're a fucking psychopath who really wants to kill people, just lucid dream and do it. Don't hurt anyone. But yeah, lucid dreaming's the shit. I'm trying to get back into it. Personally, it's very difficult for me because I have excessive back pain and this bladder issue that has me sitting on the toilet tinkling about 5 to 6 hours a day. TMI. We're all open here. We're all honest. I'll tell you guys the truth 100%, and I always will. And this is a different kind of video, but lucid dreaming is one of the coolest things I've ever done, like I said at the head of the video. And I think it would be cool for you all to try too. And all it takes is about 6 to 10, depending on how motivated you are, how dedicated you are to it, of reality checks, which take about 30 seconds to a minute during the day. Just during your waking life, just ask yourself, am I dreaming? And then check around, make sure you're awake. And then as soon as you realize you're awake, say, okay, I'm not dreaming right now. And I'm telling you, if you do this enough, every fucking day, within a week or two, you'll be having a dream, and then, boom, reality check is imprinted in your subconscious, and you'll do it in the dream, and you'll realize, holy shit, I am dreaming. Hence, lucidity. Then the party begins. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I recommend flying. That's what I always try to do as soon as I become lucid, is take off super fast like Superman. And it's one of the coolest experiences in my life. And I hope one day I can do cool shit in real life to where I don't have to lucid dream. But hey, if you're broke as fuck like me on disability and you don't have any money and you can't do shit and you quit drugs and sex, so you're just miserable all the time, really practice this, because you can do whatever the fuck you want. And I'm hoping one day I can fix this bladder issue, because I get about an hour to 4 hours tops. That's very rare of sleep a night. And it's never 4 hours straight. It's always like an hour. Wake up, try to piss unsuccessfully, tinkle, try to go back to sleep, Can't sleep. Wake up again, try to piss. Tinkle, tinkle. Go to sleep. I'm having an awesome dream, but before I even have the chance to go lucid, I gotta wake up to go pee again. It's fucking terror. But hey, if you don't have shit like that going on, you can definitely lucid dream with a lot more ease than me, because it's damn near impossible for me at this point. But I've done it and it works. If you work it, just download the Awoken app. Start doing your reality checks. Start getting used to your totem sound. Have a couple totem sounds throughout the night to remind your subconscious to do your reality check while you're in a dream. And there, I'll stop rambling. I'm going to wrap this video up with that. Let me know how the Awoken app works for you guys, and share your lucid dreams and experiences in the comments. And subscribe. This is going to be a one-off video about how to lucid dream. Thanks for watching. Holla!